Yo, we're going. Okay, long form content just doesn't seem to be happening right now. Whenever I make time to do it, I don't do it. So I wanted to share a story with you guys about my dog's self-image. Okay, this little guy, he is a Labradoodle. Okay, and he's batshit crazy. So kind of like an ADHD dog. And what happened is he got a bit of a penile infection, right? Kept licking his willy. Next thing you know, pass, all that kind of stuff. And the vet was like, put a cone on him. So we coned this little guy. Everything was fine.
Where's your keys in there?
And then we had a new carpet being installed upstairs, right? So we were renovating Austin's room. This is a long time ago now, but Austin's alive and well. 10 months and something. I'm gonna pretend I know. Maybe 10 months, 8 weeks. Who knows? Lexi will know. But anyway, the moral of the story is a lot's changed since we last spoke, but the story is fine-tuned on this dog. Alright? So, pussy penis, in a cone of shame, you know, feeling sorry for himself. And then a carpet guy comes down, right? And he helps lay this carpet, and for the last week or something he'd been giving us different carpet like types so that we can run through which one feels nice, which one would be great for the baby room. Ultimately we settled on this nice carpet that we like, right? All good. He comes over, he helps install it, and then when he's taking our old carpet back, his example supplies, he's taking them back, and he sees I'm holding the little dog in the kitchen because he's going ape, right? I got the kitchen door open because he'd been like howling, and you know, he really wanted to see who this dude is. Yes, sorry, a little fly on a little dodgy fly flew on my thumb, and I thought, if this guy's going to bite me, I'd rather take preemptive measures. Anyway, he didn't bite me. So anyway, so I'm holding this dog, and he's going crazy, but the guy says, oh, he's got a cone of shame, you know. So I was like, yeah, you know, he's, and I thought, so I really want to tell a stranger that my son, as a dog parent, my son, my fur son, has a skanky penis. And I thought, nah, you know what's better than that if I just say he has fleas. So I said, oh no, you know, he's got some fleas. So, you know, not allowed to scratch and stuff. And the guy was like, okay. And he puts all his stuff in the van and he scoots off. And I thought, there's nothing, you know, I lied to protect my dog's self-image, you know. So now a stranger doesn't think he's got manky penis syndrome, right, from licking his own todger. So I thought, if he was a teenager, right, which he is, he's actually 40 now, he had his birthday recently, in dog years, by the way. You know, I defended his honor by lying to this carpet man. So my partner gets home and I told her, hey, you know, I defended our dog's honor today. She's like, what do you mean? I said, well, the carpet guy came. I said, oh, he's wearing a cone because he's got fleas, not because he's got a manky penis, you know. And she was like, the guy's a carpet guy. If you tell him you've got fleas, he's thinking all the carpets now and that he's got in the van potentially have fleas. He's thinking the example carpets you brought over have fleas. He's thinking everything now is like unsellable, or, you know, needs to be defleed and all this drama. And I was like, fuck, I didn't think of that. I was trying to defend my dog's honor, okay? I didn't want a strange man who lays carpets to know that my dog had a skanky penis. So I lied and said he had fleas, which was worse. I should have just said he had a skanky penis, but I don't know. I think to this day, if I could replay that, I would just say he's got something else. I would say prostate problems or something. I don't know, something more, but not fleas. I can understand how fleas was a bad choice in that situation. And yeah, I just wanted to. Oh my God, there's a worm on me. God damn it. All right, check this out. I've lost him. But you gotta trust me, there's dodgy worms that hang out in this graveyard. I'm cutting through a graveyard to get to the GP, but there's dodgy worms in this graveyard that hang off the leaves. It's very, very fashionable leaves. Very quaint little graveyard. But we walked Austin here in a pram, and there's these little worms that they hang down with little worm silk, and then what they do is they touch you. And I don't know what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to get carried off to a far, maybe distant land. But it's just gross. And one of them touched our baby, so we thought, nah, we're never coming here again. And yeah, we haven't. Well, not with him. Well, if we do, we watch out for worms. Anyway, that was the Mankey Penis dog story. As I said before, a lot's changed since I've communicated. Sorry. There's I think last time we spoke, I was in a relationship with a really nice lady who was going through some stuff, and I didn't help too much with that stuff, and we parted ways. And even though it was a little bit of an awkward experience, we went on holiday and things went south, and at the end of the day she still helped me move, so that was really nice. And then after that I was hanging out, so that was me moving out of university accommodation, and I moved in with some friends that I was working with, Ben and Kate. Don't know if that's like I want to say thank you like a good reference, you know, like thanks Ben and Kate, wink, but I think it came off weird. Anyway, and then after that I tried internet dating for a long time. This is a whole different story, but internet dating was so difficult. I think yeah, it just wasn't the best, and I think I really struggled because I'm really strange, and so a lot of people, you know, they pick up on that, on the way I message and stuff like that, and so they were just like, nah, this guy's dodge. And to be honest, I totally am. So, you know, that didn't go down too good, but at one point I was like, oh, you know, something's definitely wrong. And I thought, you know, totally, I've got to be gay, because I don't think it's working out with any of these women. And I tried that, went on a date, and I was like, definitely not gay. So I got that ruled out. And then what I did was I lowered my standards, right? And by that I mean I just found the right woman who lowered her standards, and that was perfect. And this lady was gorgeous, and what I did was to show her that I was serious, the day before I completely trimmed my entire face. I went there baby face, right, to show her how serious I was about this this date. And I took her to a place that does cakes down here. It was really nice, very good cakes, but I was a broke student, so I didn't have any you know, a lot of spare money, so I had about 20 quid, and the 2 cakes that I got cost about, I don't know, like more than half of that, and I couldn't afford like a tea or anything, so we just had a cake. And after that, you know, I went for a bit of a walk. It was really nice, and then I kind of took her partially home, and went home, and I sent her a text saying, hey, listen, I'm not desperate or anything, but are you free tomorrow? And then she was like, no, but I'm free Wednesday. I was like, hell yeah. But she said there was a couple of red flags, but one of the biggest red flags was that she had this dry cake. Well, so the cake was nice, but nothing to drink it with, right? And that was a running theme through a few of our future days. I would organize all these things and then forget to get any sort of beverages, water, nothing. I'm talking like picnics on the side of a mountain. It's actually just a little hill. It's called Cosham Hill. And, you know, romantic, cheese boards, everything, and absolutely no water or beverages. I think it's just something that I don't think about at the time. But that's changed. Anyway, yeah, and then we got engaged. She said yes. That was cool. And then we got a little baby. He's named after Austin Powers. Although she'll say that's not why he's not named after Austin Powers. But that's the case, I think. And that's why I've been finding it so hard to find the free time to do this. But at the same time, you just got to make time. And I haven't been making time, so this has been a odd camera held double chin exposure up the nostril catch up. And yeah, I just hope that everyone's good, and I hope that you guys are doing alright. Roll with the punches, you know. I kind of just wanted to tell you the dog story, because I thought otherwise I would lose track of what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to talk about. And at the same time, power walking to make sure I make it to the GP on time. But yeah, you know, look after yourselves, do something good for someone else if you can, so that your little heart/spirit gets what it needs. I'm very spiritual right now, you know, it's early. Even thinking about going to like church, but I'm not sure. I think I'm being warped by reading too many or listening to too many podcasts from like Navy SEALs or Special Forces guys or dudes from Vietnam. If you like any of those podcasts, my God, check out Jocko Willink, check out the SOG podcast. What's this new guy, the Sean Ryan show? Although it's kind of gone from cool dudes and SEALs and stuff to slightly more diverse range, kind of like got his name, the dude that moved to Spotify. He was dead to me after that, but he's made enough money to be happy and content, so that's good. Anyway, I gotta go. Nice speedy catch up. Look after yourselves, as I said before, and be kind to one another. That's important, right? And stop doing knife crime if you live in Portsmouth, please, because I don't want my son to experience that shit. Well, both my sons. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Bye.